Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about the Nike SNKRS app, as well as how to cop on the Nike SNKRS app, how to increase your chances, as well as the many changes that Nike is implementing with the SNKRS app and how it's going to directly affect you. Now, this is a topic I've covered here before on the channel, but today's video is especially relevant because of all of the upcoming changes, as well as some of the recent changes that have already been implemented to the app. So do me a favor, stick around throughout this video. Some stuff you may have heard before, but I guarantee you there's some new information in here that's going to help you out and help you cop the pair that you're looking for. But before we dive into it all, do me a favor. If you have not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things sneaker content, from unboxings, how to cop guides, everything that you guys need to know. I do it here on the channel, man. Stick around. Also, let me know down below in the comments section which pair you're going to be going for and using these methods for. Are you going to be maybe going for the Jordan 1 Travis Scott reverse mochas? Or are you going to be trying to cop something like the Jordan 1 Chicagos that are releasing towards the end of the year? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'm interested to see what pairs you guys are going to be going for this year. I always love seeing that type of stuff. So comment that down below. And while you're down there, hey, maybe hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? But with all that out of the way, let's talk about the Nike SNKRS app. Like I said, the Nike SNKRS app has been making changes to help manual users be able to cop their pairs more. And although their efforts haven't been entirely successful, here are some of the things that they've changed in the last year to help us be able to cop our pairs manually. First, they moved away from first come, first serve ways of purchasing pairs on the app. And they've done this because they realized that people were botting and doing other things that would basically autofill or fill out the information faster than any other human could do. And they were just selling the pairs to anybody with bots or anybody with the fastest internet connection or whatever, instead of giving everyone kind of a fair shot. So they came up with the draw system. They've also changed how you can cop during shock drops, exclusive access, sneaker passes, and so on, and they've moved from first come first serve to draws. Quick side note, if you want to always stay up to date for when shock drops are happening or other big news in the sneaker world at the drop of a dime, to help you be able to cop more pairs, make sure you join my free Discord group. The link is in my top pinned comment down below or in the description of the video, and it's an absolutely free group of just you guys, the community, who have been supporting me. All of you guys have access to all the information in the sneaker world. We help each other really learn the sneaker game. We help each other legit check and make sure other people aren't getting scammed. We help, each other learn about release information. We have stock counts. We have bots that monitor when restocks happen, so you never miss a restock and all of that stuff. It's a huge, huge resource that I've made free to you guys that a lot of other people charge people monthly to join and get all of the same type of information. I've made it entirely free to you guys as a thank you of always supporting me. So make sure you join the group. Again, so many resources in there for you. And it's taken me a long time to be able to put this together and give to you guys. We already have a few thousand members in there. And like I said, absolutely free. You can leave, join, whatever you want to do, whenever. But again, it's a great group, especially for, young resellers or the younger people who are looking for, friends in the sneaker world, build connections, all that type of stuff, all there in the Discord below. Back to the draw though. What is a draw? Real quick, it's usually about a 10-minute window where everybody who wants to participate and try to buy the shoes can. And as soon as the time period is up, they stop accepting people who are trying to buy. They stop accepting entries. And what they're doing during the 10-minute draw and during the few minutes afterwards before they start selecting people who cop is they filter out all of the accounts that they deem ineligible. So the goal for this draw system is to prevent botting and prevent people from trying to game the system or take advantage or use too many accounts or basically cheat to try to get better chances of copying. And if your account does get flagged or filtered out or deemed suspicious or ineligible for that drop, you don't get a notification. You don't know if you did something wrong. You don't know any of that. But let's talk about how to get your account to not get filtered and seem like a real human user, just like you are, and to never get filtered out so you have the best chances of copying. The one thing that I do very simply is I don't enter the draw as soon as it pops up. I usually wait about 2-3 minutes before I enter, so that way it looks like a real human got to the phone, took the time, punch in my information, all that type of stuff, and then I enter the draw. The thing is, sometimes people enter the draw the very second it drops, and you have a whole 10-minute window. You don't have to rush it. But sometimes Nike will flag certain accounts because they auto-filled information too fast, or it wasn't within their window of what is humanly acceptable or whatever, and they could just potentially flag you as a bot or an auto checkout app or anything like that. So it's important. Take your time, enter the draw. You don't have to rush, right? You got time. So I normally just wait 2-3 minutes. Then I, open the app back up, and then boom, I enter the draw. And I feel like I'm not getting filtered out for any of the reasons that we just said. It definitely just helps you just seem like a normal, regular, organic account just doing its thing. Now, when it comes to payment method in the SNKRS app, I found that there are 2 methods of payment that give you better chances of copying. The first of which is going to be PayPal. I believe that PayPal gives you the best odds because, again, when people are sneaker botting and stuff like that, they're not creating a ton of different individual PayPal accounts. They are using a bunch of different debit cards or credit cards, or they're using privacy cards and things like that to be able to enter all of their bots, all of the accounts, and all of that. And PayPal, you have to have, your billing and shipping address entered in PayPal. You have to do all of that. It's a more verified way of purchasing. So if you have PayPal as your payment method on SNKRS app, you're gonna have a better chance because already out the gate, you've waited a couple minutes to cop. You have a PayPal linked account. You definitely seem like a real human user. The next best payment method to use is Apple Pay, because again, you have to have your information, have it all linked. Boom, boom, boom. Again, it's just another way of verifying that this is a real person's account. And it's important to make sure that if you're using PayPal and Apple Pay and stuff, that your address is on PayPal and your address on Apple Pay or whichever one you're using, make sure it matches on the SNKRS app because they can filter you out because billing address didn't match the card, shipping address didn't match what the shipping address is in SNKRS, all of that type of stuff. Make sure all of your information matches up properly, so that way you don't have any issues. If there is an issue with that, they are going to automatically assume you're somebody else using somebody else's name or somebody else's payment information or trying to get pairs shipped to places and other type of stuff. They're going to think you're gaming the system. So definitely make sure your account information matches. The next thing that you should do is make sure that you enter and become a Nike member over on the Nike website or the Nike app. Make sure you enroll as a Nike member if you haven't already. This is important because, again, it's one more step of verification, one more thing that makes your SNKRS app account basically recognizable as a human account. Not many people, for all of the accounts they have for their bots and other stuff like that, or their multiple accounts, they're not going out of their way and making them all Nike members and all that type of stuff. Because again, it's more information, more verification. And it's just another layer of proving that you're a human user. And if you've done it correctly and you've become a Nike member, it will show you in the Nike SNKRS app. I'll show you real quickly. And I go to my profile. It says right there, member pass, and it shows my Nike member pass. So, again, that's how you'll know if you linked it correctly to your SNKRS account. Again, you have to use the same email that you made with your SNKRS app account as your Nike account. They have to be the same email, and it should be linked up. You can do that all on the Nike website. Also, while you're there creating your Nike account, you want to make sure that your Nike account and your Nike SNKRS app, that you are filling out all of the personal information. You're putting your first name, last name, obviously your shipping and billing info and all of that, your payment info, but you're also going to want to add a profile picture and a bio on the Nike app and the Nike SNKRS app, because again, you're letting the algorithm recognize that you are a human. You're adding a profile picture, a bio, and you're selecting your interests, and you're doing all of this type of stuff. So that way, again, it separates you from just another created bot account that has nothing on it, and you know what I mean. You're really separating yourself from those other accounts that are getting flagged out now. The next thing might be a little controversial and it might sound weird to you guys, but if you set your Nike account and your Nike SNKRS account to female instead of male, you're gonna have a better chance of copying. They want to be inclusive to women. They want women to get more exclusive access and things to make it a little more fair for them. So if you switch your account over to female, there's no other verification or anything like that. But yeah, just literally having it set on female increases your odds. I don't know how much longer that's going to be a thing, if they're ever going to change that back or not. But I know personally, I've tested it with multiple new accounts. I tried copying stuff, and all of the accounts that I had set to female, even with male names and everything else, the female accounts were copying consistently more. So again, it might be hearsay, it might just be controversial, but I know a lot of people who I've told to do this, they've caught pairs now and they're attributing it to that. So that definitely helps. Also, the next thing that you're going to want to do in the Nike Sneakers app is select your size in advance. It asks you, what is your shoe size? What is your preference? All of that. And set the size. So I personally have set mine to 14.5W, which is a 13 men's. So the reason why you're going to pre-select your preference to female and then put your version of your female size on there, again, it's just more information, more validation that you're a human user and that you're inputting your preferences in there and stuff. And the next thing is crucial, because every time you go for a sneakers drop, go for the same size. Do not be the guy who is like, oh, I didn't cop a size 9 last week, so I'm going to try an 11 this week and try to whatever. Make sure you're going for the same size every single drop. This, again, lets them know that you're just not some bot just trying to buy, pairs for resale and try to buy a bunch of them. Again, somebody who's going for the same size every drop. You're in the algorithm as somebody who's a genuine human trying to get pairs for yourself to wear. And when you do go to check out during the draw process, you can always pick your size. It doesn't pre-select the woman's size or the whatever it is. You literally click the same size that you want to buy every single time. So just, again, fill out your preference of your shoe size and put it on female. And then when you go to checkout, just make sure you're buying the size that it says. It'll say, for me, example, 13 men's / 14.5 women. I always select that option when I go to cart. I'm trying to always buy pairs for the toe for myself. Again, just being consistent, being human, being real. It just goes the extra mile. This is one of the most important things that you can do to increase your chances of copying and also lower the chance of you getting flagged as a suspicious or an ineligible account or a bot account. And what that is screen time. And now it might sound simple, but literally just get on the app, scroll around, like the pairs that you're trying to cop, maybe click the notify me for the ones you really want to get, participate in the polls, enter the surveys, watch the little videos that they put together, the little skits, maybe tune into a live stream every now and then. I'm not saying you have to live on the app and be on there hours a day, but if you're on the app about 5 minutes a day at a different time every day, then you look like a real human actually using your account and genuinely just interested in buying shoes. If you're somebody who never gets on the app except for when it's time to cop a shoe, you look no different to the algorithm than the bot accounts that are just inactive all the time except for when it's time to cop a shoe for like a minute or two. They're really pushing for people to engage with the app. That way your engagement equals human equals don't filter that account out during the draw. So that definitely increases your chance of copying there. Now let's say you've done all of this stuff. You've been doing this and you still find yourself not copying. You're like, I haven't hit on a pair since 2016. I haven't hit a pair since 2018, whatever it is. I see that in my comments sometimes. Like, I haven't copped a pair in 2 years on the Nike Sneakers app. What is going on? I've been doing the things that you've been saying, and I'm still not copying. And to those people, I say, create a new account, set it up with everything that we've talked about, and start doing it now. Because some accounts have just been flagged, and that's it. That's it. Your account has been flagged. You're not entering. And I've had people that I've told that to. They created a new account. They set it up the way I said to. They followed the steps. They're engaging with the app. And now they're like, oh, wow, I'm copping, every other pair or every few pairs or, 1 out of 5 or whatever they say, like they're copying pairs where they hadn't seen themselves copying a pair in at least a year or longer, which is absolutely crazy to me. Me personally, it seems like 1 out of every 4 pairs I go to is like a guarantee on my main account. I'm like, oh, I got that on lock. If there's 4 pairs coming out this month, I'm getting one of them. Some people say they haven't copped pretty much ever or in a long time. So to those people, I say try making a new account and set it up exactly the way I said. The payment methods, the engagement, all the other type of stuff we talked about in this video. That's going to be very important in getting you to be able to cop again. Don't be hard stuck on the same account just because you created that one forever ago. You having an account 3 years ago versus having an account today doesn't dictate your ability to cop or your odds. The older customers don't get better chances, but that the good habits of the good screen time, the good payment methods, everything matching up, all that type of stuff, those are the big indicators that the system's looking for. So try it out. Maybe make a second account, try out what I've said, and let me know if it works for you. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's pretty much all of the things that you really need to consider and do to keep your account in good standing with Nike and make sure that you are able to cop and that you're not getting flagged out or filtered out. If you have any questions regarding any of this, comment it down below. I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I can. Or also, like I said, join my sneaker Discord group. Members of the community as well as myself can always answer any question relating to sneakers and other stuff like that and help you guys out. So join the Discord, again, free. The link is down below, top pinned comment, and in the description. And with all that out of the way, man, I hope you guys have a great day. Good luck with copying. Let me know which pairs you copped, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.